Are we live? Hello everyone, welcome to Wow! It's Science with Weston and Mike. Today we got a little bit different science for you here. We're going to be doing a little bit of cooking, and Weston will get into all of that. But once again, we want to talk to you about the importance of PPE, okay? So you may think you're at home, you're just wearing your glasses, all right, like me, and you think that suffice. You're wrong! I'm going to take those off, all right? What do you guys think at home? Yay? Nay? Nay? Yay? I don't know. What do you think? Vote on it at home. I want to know. Glasses? No glasses, all right? Let me know, and now I can't see anything. All right, goggles up. Glasses down. Apron on. Gloves. Getting them. While I'm doing this, we're going to go over to Weston, and he's going to talk to us about what kind of science we're going to do today.
Hi, I'm Weston. I'll make some hot sauce with you guys. There are many ways to make hot sauce, and to make this kind of like a science type of hot sauce, we're going to do chemistry based, so it's going to be a fermented hot sauce. So fermentation is the decomposition of food by microorganisms. In this case, the microorganism is a lactic acid bacteria, which is a very good bacteria to eat. It helps with your digestive tract.
But Weston, I thought all bacteria were bad.
No, so a bad bacteria would be mold. And we'll get into that when I tell you about the brine we make. So to ferment, it takes time. This has been fermenting for 6 days. The brine is just salt water. And the importance of salt water is if you use too much salt, no bacteria will grow. If you don't use enough salt, you'll get the bad bacteria to grow. So a good mixture of salt to water would be 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt per 1 cup of water, and you want to try and stay away from the iodized salt.
Why do we want to stay away from the iodized salt, Weston?
Because the iodized salt can cause a change in the chemical balance of the mixture.
I did not know that. Did you know that at home, kids?
Alright, and so with this sauce that we're going to make, we got onion, some garlic cloves, red chili peppers, and a bunch of orange habanero peppers.
Are we
Yeah,
using this whole onion?
Yeah, it's a half onion for this recipe I like. The importance with the brine is you need to make it in anaerobic atmosphere, which means no oxygen. So you'd want to use a sealed container. So you can see if I lift this up, it unseals it. Push it down, seals it back up. And that lactic acid bacteria, they can live in the anaerobic, no oxygen environment, whereas bad bacteria like mold, they need oxygen to survive. Alright, so with that, we're going to use this Charlotte County water jug because it has a seal inside of it, and if it does get too pressurized, there's a quick valve to release some of that.
What happens if it gets too pressurized?
It can expand and break your container.
Spill all over the place and stink up the place?
Yeah. So
Is that just a regular onion?
Yep.
Should I try it?
White
Or
onion.
Is that gonna hurt the recipe?
You can try it.
Alright. It's a regular onion, boys and girls. Not too crisp, not too sweet. Kind of stings the nostrils a little bit.
Then you can put your garlic cloves in there. You don't have to worry about dicing anything or chopping anything up because once it's all done, you put it in a blender to liquefy it. Now we're going to cut up a couple habaneros and red chilies.
No, it's just regular habaneros and red chilies. What do you think, kids? Should I try one of these? Are they too hot? Should I try it, Weston?
Yes. There's a small one.
Should I try it, Ashley?
I'll try one.
Small one? I am glad I didn't try the whole pepper, children. I pride myself on being a hot sauce connoisseur. All right, I love the hot stuff. It doesn't always agree with me. I think it's a thing about that bad bacteria, good bacteria. But I will say one thing. This pepper is definitely doing a little something to my tongue right now. So, little tingly. But
I gotta go.
I feel like this is going to be a really good hot sauce.
Two more habaneros. Now you can remove the seeds if you want to. I like to leave the seeds in it because it has a little texture to it. But a common myth with peppers is that the seeds are where the spice is. That is untrue. The capsaicin, which is spice, is located in the pepper walls.
I don't think Weston can handle this hotness. Now, kids, obviously, at home, you're going to be doing this. You're going to have a parent present with you. Or we're going to be using plastic knives at home. Understand? Got it? All right, good. Okay, is that a habanero too?
Nope, this is a red chili pepper.
No.
These aren't as spicy. This just gives it more color, more red color when you blend it together. Do you want to try this one?
Yes, I do. Oakley dokley.
A little sweeter.
Kind of calms it down a little bit.
Alright.
Not bad. Wait, no.
So with the brine,
Got the hiccups from it.
you want to leave a little bit of space in there for the water and for the microbacteria to eat some of the peppers. Alright, now we're going to put the saltwater brine in it. Now seal it.
Weston's belly's having a chemical
Yeah.
reaction to that hot pepper right now. You get the hiccups.
Alright, so that's nice and tight and sealed. And in about 5 days, this brine is going to start turning a color like that. And that just means that it's released, the microorganisms are releasing the nutrients inside the peppers.
And they are some nutrients, boys and girls, let me tell you.
And so with your brine in your bottle, you want to keep it in a dark place. So what I did was I just left mine on the counter, but I put a towel over it. Yeah, like that.
We're gonna need these onions.
Alright? So now,
Cool it down.
fast forward 5, 6, 7 days. You want to get a blender. And we are going to open our fermented peppers, garlic, onions.
Can I smell it?
Yeah.
Can you smell it and tell if it's good or not?
Yeah, it's good. So one thing, when you open it, mine didn't have it, but I made it before where you get the white film on it. You don't have to worry. It's called calm yeast, and it's totally edible. It just has an off flavor to it.
Can I grab one of those things out of there?
Yeah.
Should it be hotter? What should I have? Children at home, vote. What should I have? We got jalapenos, habaneros, chili, garlic, onions. Should I use this to get it?
Here, I'll get a spoon.
No.
Got a spoon? This is like a slave. Talking about Teen Titans last week, kids. Bad guy in Teen Titans. Alright. What do we got here?
Habanero.
Habanero. That's a huge one. Alright, we got a jalapeno. And this is the easy one. I'm gonna see if I can get these hiccups. Well, let me try an onion too. Alright. Alright, you do that, I'm gonna do this. Taste test. A little sweet. Hint of spice. Move on to, not bad. Not bad. Which is generally hotter, the habanero or the jalapeno?
The habanero.
The habanero's hotter, alright.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Peppers, the capsaicin is measured in a unit called the Scoville unit.
Scoville what?
Scoville unit. Scoville was the last name of the person who found out how peppers are, how they're spicy. I forget his first name, but his last name was Scoville.
The more you know. Rainbow.
I want to say habaneros are some 50,000 Scoville units, and I think those are only like 20,000.
Only 20,000? Well, that's even huge right there. Kids at home, while you're doing this, you can have your parents do that, alright? You can take pictures of them, of their sour faces, and then you can post it to our Facebook page in here. And hashtag us or tag us at Charlotte Wrecks the Curve. Alright, that one was lightweight. Alright, now we're going on to this one. Go give me that look, camera lady. We'll come back to me and we'll see how I'm doing a little bit later.
Alright, now we're just going to put the fermented peppers into the blender. And I like to add a little bit of distilled vinegar
Delicious.
to make
Love
it a little
vinegar.
more tangy.
Can I have a sip of that vinegar? We got a cup. We got a cup handy.
Yeah. I can't open it.
Well, there we go. Protective safety seal. Oh, yeah. This is gonna make me act. Oh, this is good. You know, when I think back of my favorite food as a child. My mom used to make sour dumplings. Look it up, they're delicious. But vinegar is a big part of that. And it was like a 5-day process. You gotta, the whole house just smells of vinegar. I love this stuff.
Alright, so one thing I actually forgot to do is you don't pour the whole brine in there. We need to strain it and use a half a cup of the brine.
Why don't we use the whole brine, Weston?
Because if you use all that liquid in it, it's going to be a very liquidy sauce.
We like our salsa chunky.
Now, add peppers in.
Your brine, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And half a cup of the brine. And we'll add a half a cup of vinegar.
I'm gonna need a serving of that vinegar. Good stuff.
Alright. Then you just blend until you get to the consistency you like. Look in there. That is our hot sauce. Now from here you can have two choices. We don't have a stove here. You can bring it to a simmer and that will end the fermentation process. Or you can, what we're gonna do is put it in a jar. And I use this one because it has a seal on it, kind of like the other one. But there will still be some fermenting going on and this will just release some of the gases in it, because if you keep letting it ferment without releasing it, it'll shatter the bottle. So.
What are you talking about shattering? The mess is half the fun, kids. Leave me a little bit of that. Pour that in here. Test her out. Nope. Chipping. Look at that catch, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is original sea salt? Thanks, I guess. Actually, I'm just going to try this. I'm just going to drink this straight here. And I'll have this ready to go after. I don't need these stinking chips. From the streets of Wisconsin, born and raised. Science Mike. Mike the science guy. I'm going to take this brief minute here to back away and ask one of our fellow recreation specialists, come on out here. Nixon, come on out here. Stay right there, Nixon. We gotta stay distant. Nixon was just honored as a member of the all-decade basketball team here. So everybody at home, this is what hard work, dedication, endurance, humbleness, yada, 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 can do for you. All right? Give it up for him, everybody.
Thank you.
Nixon's the man. Harold Avenue, we're coming for you.
Coming for you, Harold.
And back in.
Alright, well, that's finished. And so you can put that in your fridge. The good thing about fermenting is it's preserving it. Has a longer preserve whether or not if you did it a different way. If you ever had Tabasco sauce, this is how they make Tabasco sauces with fermented peppers.
I love Tabasco sauce. It's delicious. Kids, Tabasco sauce. All right. What are we at on time, camera lady? We're on wrap it up time? We'll wrap it up.
Alright, well, we wrap it up. I'll let you clean up.
All right. Remember, check us out at hashtag Charlotte County Rex the Curve. This has been Wow Science with Weston and Mike. Next week we may be coming with something new. Again, if you have any science experiments, ideas, or anything you'd like to see, or maybe have us cook something, we're open to all ideas. Let us know. Again, congratulations to Nixon, and we look forward to seeing you same bat time, same bad channel next week.